Welcome back, chart addicts. In this video, we'll be discussing the top 3 things to include in your trading plan. If you don't already have one, make sure to click the one in the description below and follow along with the video. All right, let's talk about those top 3 considerations. Number 1 being the strategy you're using. Number 2 is the risk you'll be employing. And number 3, the goals that you'll be setting to make sure that you hold yourself accountable. In front of us is the trading plan that we recommend to all chart addict students. And of course, we have this very famous quote here is if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Having an accurate and effective trading plan is the same as having a good business plan when starting a business. You need to be able to identify some of the key things that you'll be doing so you can systemize your operation and make sure that you get consistent results. Something that holds traders back and something that we've seen over the years hold traders back is the inability to stick to one strategy long enough to perfect it. Instead, what happens is you jump from strategy to strategy as one of them stops working for you. And so you never get a consistency of results. You're always jumping around. And so it's hard to know what's working and what's not. Having a consistent strategy is the first step to maintaining consistent results. Risk management is a tool that all professionals use to make sure that they preserve the amount of capital they have so that they can effectively grow it over time. If you're wasting all your money or if you're risking all of your money in order to get a specific result, or if you're over risking your money in order to get a specific result, then you're no longer operating from a trading perspective. Now you're more so gambling with the funds. And last but not least, we have to talk about the goals. It's very hard to arrive at a destination if you don't know where you're headed. So the most important thing is that before the week starts, that you identify how much you are looking to pull out of the markets and at what point you're willing to walk away. A lot of traders will start to have success in their trading, but instead of securing those gains and securing the profits that they have, they'll end up trading through the profits and giving back a lot of the gains. And so to ensure that you maintain your results and to make sure that you get to keep your money, ensure that you have a goal at the end of the week so that you know once you've arrived. So we're going to quickly go through the trading plan that we've outlined, and I'm going to show you guys how we help a lot of our traders succeed and how we help a lot of our traders get a sense of direction. When people usually come to chart addicts, they have a trading plan, but it's usually very basic. It doesn't include some of those key considerations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly walk you guys through what it takes to build a good trading plan and some of the considerations that you guys should be keeping in mind while going through and filling this out. So let's go through these first 5. Number 1, the first question is, why are you trading? The why is one of the most important things that you can focus on because it's going to drive you on the days where you don't feel like doing the work, where you don't feel like back testing, where you don't feel like learning, where you don't feel like showing up to class. Having a good enough reason for why you're trading beyond just having money is going to be able to push you on those days and keep you consistent in your progress. And so if you can go through some of these considerations is, what problem do you think trading can solve for you? What drives you to want to succeed in trading? Why do you want financial freedom in the first place? What drives you to want to improve? And then how do you think that trading is going to help you accomplish this goal? A lot of people have this idea of trading that you're going to become super successful in a short amount of time, and it's going to help take care of all of your financial problems. In reality, understanding how trading is going to play into your goals is very important. So make sure that if you guys are embarking on a trading journey, that you understand trading is not a get rich quick scheme. Trading is a get wealthy slow. And so you have to see how that's going to play into your goals and not rush the process, but instead have a bit more patience about where trading plays in your overall life. Number 2 is what you're trading. New traders typically don't have a sense of direction on what instrument they should be trading. Typically, they saw someone who was having success in a specific instrument and they want to follow in their footsteps. What I would urge all of you guys to do is to take a very careful look about what you're looking to trade, whether it's going to be stocks, currencies, commodities, indices, and what are you specifically going to be focusing on? Focusing on 1 to 2 instruments will help you understand the psychology of the traders who operate that market. It will also help you define and clearly operate a strategy because you're seeing it over and over again. When you spread yourself thin and you're trading too many instruments, what you're doing is you're hurting your ability to master a specific pair through that repetition. Number 3, how you will be trading. So it's very important to define whether you're going to be a scalper, an intraday trader, or a swing trader. Understanding which one you are could take a bit of work, but usually it just revolves around your personality and your time availability. So what I would do is go through with your coach and make sure that you understand which one of these fits your personality best so you can have the best chances of success using one of these strategies. You're going to clearly define how you're going to apply your strategy, how you're going to keep yourself in line, how you're going to keep yourself disciplined to making sure you stick to the strategy and not deviating whenever the strategy becomes a bit difficult or where there's no opportunity. What time you'll be trading, it's very important to specify exactly when you'll be trading and which sessions you're going to stick to. A big problem that we see traders have is that they are so obsessed with catching a trade, they're willing to trade in any trading session, whether there's low volume or high volume. Again, understanding the pair that you're trading or the instrument you're getting involved in will help you understand which session to trade and when are going to be the most volatile and the most effective times to trade that instrument. Number 5 is one of the most important. This is the criteria that you'll be using to execute your trades. When we mention to people that they should have a trading plan, most people tell us they already have a trading plan. What they really have is a criteria to execute trades, which is a step-by-step plan of how you're going to be executing the markets and what you'll be looking for specifically in order to enter. If your strategy cannot be clearly defined in 4 or 5 very easy to read statements, the strategy may be too complicated for you to repeat consistently. So the most important thing that you can do is to make sure you have a strategy that you can repeat and is duplicatable. If the strategy cannot be duplicated, it's going to be very hard for you to apply the strategy whenever the market presents an opportunity. One of the things we mentioned at the beginning is having clearly defined goals so that you know when you've arrived. A lot of traders will trade well past their trading goal because they don't have a clearly defined demarcation of when they should walk away from the charts. Understanding exactly what you're looking to get from the markets and allowing yourself a certain goal to reach for allows you to stop trading once you've reached that goal and to make sure you're locking in consistent gains. When you're consistently trading past a profit objective, the chances that you give the money back are getting higher and higher with every trade that you take. So if you want to protect your profits, the most important thing is to understand when are you willing to walk away with the profits so you know when you've arrived. Number 7 is how much risk to expose on each trade and the account. Most folks go into trading with a general understanding of risk, but not a very specific understanding of risk. Risk should be as a function of the overall account, and should be a percentage of the overall account. And so if you're trading and you're just risking a different amount every time you take a trade, it's going to be very hard, again, to get consistent results using a different risk strategy. Maintaining a consistent risk will allow you to pull consistent profits out of the market. Having great risk management is also important because risk management is what burns most traders. Most traders lose money not because they cannot pull profits out of the market, but rather because they end up giving it back or they end up over leveraging and exposing their account to more risk than is necessary. Having an understanding of risk management is important to know the difference between a gambler and a trader. Traders manage risk, gamblers only look at upside. Number 8, how to manage your emotions while trading. This is something a lot of folks do not consider at all. How to manage your emotions while trading is something most traders just don't focus on at all. But it's very important because psychology is one of the biggest hurdles for successful trading. So if you can understand how to manage your emotions while you trade, you can be more effective at taking the right actions when those emotions come up. So be very mindful about how you react under stress and make sure that you're building parameters to protect your account from any bad habits that you may fall into when you're in an emotional state. Number 9 goes hand in hand with number 8, behaviors to watch out for. These are things that you know about yourself to cause you to create problems for your trading. Once you identify these key things that are holding you back, you want to be very mindful when they show up in your trading. If your consistent bad habits are showing up in your trading, they're going to end up ruining your ability to trade in a comfortable and an effective way. Emotions are very dangerous for trading because trading is a very rational, intensive game, which means that you're having to make a lot of decisions, not based on how you feel, but really more so based on a set of predetermined criteria. When you allow emotions to make decisions when you're trading, you lose control over the results and you end up giving all control over to your emotions. So the behaviors that you need to watch out for are going to be very important to make sure you don't fall into any traps. And last but not least, the withdrawal strategy. Contrary to popular belief, you cannot compound your account forever. It's very responsible to take money out of your trading account along the way for a few different reasons. Number 1 is to reward yourself. Number 2 is to make sure that you feel a sense of progress in your trading. So just to sum this up, the 3 major considerations that everyone should have in their trading plan. Number 1 is your trading strategy. What strategy are you going to be using to execute trades and to enter the markets consistently? Number 2 is going to be your risk parameters. How are you going to define your risk, and are you going to accept the amount of risk you're taking so you can have a much more comfortable trading experience? And then last but not least is your goals. Without a clearly defined set of goals, you're never going to know when you've arrived. And so it's very common that traders will make a certain amount of money in the week, end up trading past it and giving a lot of it back. Having a clearly defined goal will allow you to stop whenever you're comfortable or to stop whenever you're satisfied with the profits. That way you can ensure that you walk away with something at the end of the week. All right, chart addicts. So that wraps up the trading plan tutorial. Hopefully that gives you guys a bit of perspective on how you should construct your trading plan. Of course, if you have any questions in constructing your trading plan, our chart addicts coaches are here to help. ChartAddictsFX.com if you guys are interested in working with a coach to help you construct the best trading plan and to make sure that you have the best advantage in your trading journey. Again, this is Chart Addict signing off. Take it easy. Peace.